In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we run Google Ads for our wedding venue clients. So either you can replicate it or you can just get insight into how we do things. Let's jump straight into the video. We're here December 15th through December 29th, the last 2 weeks. Cost per conversion, $121, 7 conversions. Want to show you the actual conversions for this client here so that you can see the quality. This was last updated by the client around December 20th, so it's not fully up to date. Tour scheduled, tour scheduled, tour scheduled, scheduling a tour after the holidays, tour scheduled, tour scheduled, tour scheduled. And the folks who haven't scheduled tours yet, I'm confident they will. The client's still following up with them. Hoping to hear about any packages you have in pricing for January 2027 or October 2027. Likely have around 100 guests. We're based out of Ohio, but met in Arizona when he was playing for the Brewers. Like really, really detailed stuff here. And so outside of this one phone call that looked like it was a dropped call, all of the other leads were qualified, and we're looking at a cost per conversion of $121. Final note on this client, because it is important to note, is their average wedding is between $5,000 and $15,000 depending on weekday versus weekend. And again, that's important to note because there are some wedding venues out there that $2,000-$3,000 you basically just rent the space. They need really, really low cost per conversions. We have other clients who, for example, a client in Lake Tahoe, wedding venue there, weekend weddings are in the $50,000 to $100,000 per wedding range. So they're willing to get a cost per conversion of a little bit higher than this. Now, how did we do this? One thing that's really, really important that folks get wrong is we want to run mostly exact match keywords. So all-inclusive wedding venues, things like that are really, really important. And you can see we have a lot of variations of keywords here. But what's really important for you is if you're running a Google Ads campaign or if someone's running one for you, go to the insights and reports and then go to search terms. This is where you really should start if you're trying to audit your own Google Ads account, if someone's running the campaign for you. This is a search term is exactly what someone is searching for when they click on your ad. So you can put whatever keywords you want in there. But if you're running a broad match campaign, for example, you put in the keyword of like best wedding venue in Los Angeles. If that's a broad match campaign, Google's going to kind of go crazy with your budget, meaning Google's going to say, okay, they're willing to show a broad range of keywords related to wedding venue Los Angeles. And so if someone goes and types in one of your competitors' names because it's broadly matched, then you're going to start running Google Ads for competitor branded queries. And you're going to likely spend 20 to 40% of your budget on these queries. And that's just a total waste of money. We've seen it over and over and over again. And that's why you can see when we go to the keywords here and you go to negative keywords, every single week we're adding more and more and more negative keywords so that we're only spending money on the keywords that are going to drive users who don't know that your business exists. So that's one thing is you may be running ads for your own brand name, which sometimes there's a reason for that, but in most instances, there's not. You're going to rank first organically for your own branded query. So we'll just use this client as the example. We don't need to run ads for their campaign because they're going to rank first. And so why would you spend $1 or $2 per click? And there's likely going to be a lot of folks searching for you spending $100, $200 a month, if not more than that, when you know you're going to rank first organically. And so that's one thing to look at. The other thing to look at is how many negative keywords we've added. Barn wedding venue. All of these competitor queries of, people want to get married in a church. So church wedding venues. We have a full list of competitor names. You can go in here and you can see people looking for a lot of different things. We have hundreds of competitor names that we've added into this spreadsheet here. And so what we're trying to do is make it really, really clear to Google that when people are searching, that we want them to be searching for the right thing. And we can see here that They are wedding venues Phoenix, wedding venues near me, small wedding venues Phoenix, wedding venue near me. And we can see we've got average cost per click of around $3.40, which is really quite affordable and low when you're dialing in the search terms to be super dialed in like this. Outdoor wedding venues, wedding venue near me, outdoor wedding venues, Phoenix wedding venues, etc. And this is just for the last 14 days. And so that's one of the very, very first things that you're going to want to look at, and really one of the most important things. There's a lot of other things in the back end that you can do, but that's probably the most important thing in the back end is if people are searching for the wrong things, there's really no chance for them to convert. The other thing that's really important is what landing page are you sending folks to? And you can get that information here. With this client, we made some strategic changes to the homepage. It's a beautiful homepage. They did a great job. We made some small changes. But as you can see, it tells a story. It's unique. It's interesting. It's aesthetically pleasing. It has information about packages. The top nav is really clear. They've got galleries where you can see their actual weddings. We've seen some really, really kind of horrible landing pages. Very little call to actions. The top nav menu is cluttered and messed up. Once people click on your ad, when they search for something like this is half the equation. The other half is getting them to convert once they go to the website. And things that they're going to want to know, they're going to want to know what your venue looks like. They're going to want to know details about the weddings and the packages. Are you all inclusive? Do you support with day of coordinators? All of these types of things. And you can see they even have some information about all inclusive pricing here if you do want to go all inclusive. And so they've made it really clear to the user. They're not gatekeeping information. They're not hiding information. They even have venue availability that you can look at if you know for sure you want something in a certain time of the year. Arizona is known for having a lot of winter weddings here, and so these are some of the most important things. The two things, again, to recap are get your search terms dialed in so that when people are searching, they are searching for the correct things to actually end up on your website. And then once they get to the site, make sure they're sent to a landing page that tells a compelling story that gets them to convert. If you want help with your Google Ads, you want an audit, reach out to us, go to our website. The link is in the description. I'm looking forward to personally talking with you really soon.